Welcome to Unveiling Africa. Thank you so very much for being part of my team today. And we wish you, we provide the very best of Africa, and we expect and showcase the very beauty of Africa. So you're one of those people that we've chosen to showcase today because you're an awesome lady. And wait till my audience and my viewers hear who you are. They'll be amazed, and they'll be, so mesmerized by your accomplishments and endeavors. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Miss Obiangloom Olabisi, also known as BeeCee. I always wondered what BeeCee stood for, but now I see why. I found out why. Before I let you introduce yourself formally, I'm the host, Miss Kristen Dakamikari, and welcome to Unveiling Africa again. And I just wanted to say that we are very honored to have you in our presence and on our team for today. So
thank you. I'm glad.
So we're going to introduce you. I'm going to introduce you informally. You're going to tell me who you are, how you came to be who you are, and where you come from, because it's very important on Unveiling Africa to recognize who we are speaking to, where they come from in Africa, because we're unveiling Africa.
All right.
Okay. So BeeCee, as she's popularly known, is a wife, a mother, a former model, an ex-beauty queen, an actor, I'm still going here, a producer, a singer, girlfriend. Where do you get time to do all of this? We're not done yet. She's a songwriter, a rapper, fashion designer, entrepreneur, educationist, and last but not the least, where I found her and discovered her from, co-host of the very popular Nigerian breakfast show in Lagos called Your View. So welcome, Miss BeeCee. You're too much for me. You're too much for me.
Thank you. I'm just starting.
Oh no, I don't know if you just started. I don't know where you're gonna get. The sky is the limit for you. I think it's beyond the sky at this point. So tell us, BeeCee, who is BeeCee Ugboh and what makes her tick?
Okay, so my name is Obiangloom Olabisi Ugboh. I am from Delta State in Nigeria. My mother is Yoruba. That's where the BeeCee comes from Ekiti State. Olabisi is actually Olabisi. Okay. And yes, my father is from the Igbo-speaking part of Delta State, which is where you get the Obiangloom from. So I'm a combination of two tribes.
You know, Miss Nigeria for sure.
Yeah. So I'm a very multi-talented person. I'm into a lot of things, what people would call a lot of things, but I just see it as different layers of one person, different layers of me. Mm-hmm. And I started entrepreneurship. I started, being in the spotlight from very early. I've had interest in different things that I've been pursuing. Some at some point will fall away, because you now realize that, maybe it's time to let this go. It hasn't really served me the way I wanted it to serve me, and then it falls away. Yeah, but as I keep growing, I keep evolving, I keep finding new things, and I've always known that I was a woman of many talents and many things. I had the capacity to handle a lot at the same time, and I wasn't going to box myself because of what society would say. I define my own success. Nobody tells me what success should mean to me. I tell myself what success means to me. And for me, success is about following all of my dreams and my passion and being able to impact the lives of people that come around me. And once I can get that done, I'm good. I don't really have to be known or popular to measure success. Right now, I am a successful, fulfilled woman. So that's what BeeCee is.
Wow. I like the way you put that, really, because a lot of people follow certain passions or certain goals or dreams or wishes for the wrong reasons. So I'm glad that you really stressed the importance of following your dreams for the right reasons, not because you want to be Miss World, but because you want to bring some value to somebody else's life.
Value and impact,
Yes, an impact. So that's really good. So before we go any further again, I like to unveil a lot here, because especially if it's African. What does Obiangloom mean?
Okay, Obiangloom simply means a peaceful heart.
Oh.
A peaceful heart, yeah. So my father was very hot-headed as a young man. Yeah, he was for a long time, almost all his life. He's still alive, but he has always been known to be very hot-headed.
Wow.
And so when he had me at the age of, I think it was in his early 30s when I came, they had to, maybe with this baby girl now, he would calm down.
That's
so they decided
nice.
to name me Obiangloom. So that his heart would be at peace, but well, that didn't stop him.
He must be a very exciting man.
Yeah, he is.
And then, what does BeeCee mean from the Yoruba side?
Yes, BeeCee is born into wealth.
Oh,
I'm very passionate about that name. Yeah,
we actually leave out our names.
I'm very passionate about that name because the name has opened doors for me. The name is a blessing. With the name, I knew that I couldn't be poor. I knew that I couldn't be less. I knew that I was made for more. It's a name that gives me joy. One of the reasons I decided to coin my stage name from BeeCee to BeeCee, you know, it's just a name that's dear to my heart.
I could tell.
Yeah.
You light up when you talk about it.
Yeah.
So, as a woman of many talents, how did this come about? You know, like you started, you'd rap. I was very impressed by your rap music. Actually, it was very, very, very exciting.
You watched it?
Yes. I saw. I have the names down here. I didn't see to me. The first one, I think.
Okay.
I didn't see that one, but I saw. I have it here. I saw.
Was it
Never Tire? I like Never Tire.
Never Tire.
Side, I didn't know it was meant to be. It's gotta be spiritual, man. I'm stuck on you mentally. I should have known forever. You and me was supposed to be close to me, no
Wow.
And I said, why doesn't she do more of that? It looks like you stopped for a while. Is that one of the things you've given up?
Yeah. Oh, yes. It was because when I got into the industry, I don't think I was prepared for it. I just felt, okay, I have the talent. I go to the studio. Let's see what we can do. And I didn't understand the business of music. Music is actually business, and
it's
you need to understand it. So that
and a
you
very
don't get
complex
lost in
one
it.
too.
Very complex one. So I was just investing, and it wasn't giving me the sort of returns that I wanted. So as you grow older, and you start weighing what you need to cut down on, because the truth is, I am married, I have kids. It's not just about me. I need to think ahead. So that I'm not just wasting resources on something that is not going to give me anything at the end of the day. So it was a talent for me. It was passion for me at the time. I did it. I enjoyed it. And I signed out with Ife. Ife was the last music video that I did.
Oh, yes, I noticed.
I took a bow in the industry. I got a couple of awards.
I noticed that too,
So, but I took a bow and I left.
I wish you'd come
I'm
back
done with
though.
music.
I wish you'd come back.
No, I could do
Well,
for fun.
Yeah,
I could
maybe.
do for fun.
Yeah. Maybe
So
a
once in a
friend's.
while, I'm less busy. I go into the studio, I record something,
Right,
I release
right.
it, but I'm not going to be seeing it for business.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a wise business decision for me.
Yeah,
It
right.
wasn't. Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So now, also, you a fashion designer. So you design your own fashion. That's one of your stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
out.
it's a shop. Yeah,
I like that. Really?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
That takes
so
a lot of
I could have won. Yeah, I could have won a total outfit for
Yeah.
this interview, but I'm going to be having my product shoot for
Mm.
Hair by BeeCee. I sell hair. This is one of
Ooh,
my
you do
hair.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hair by
All right.
BeeCee. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't need to change anymore. So after this interview, I start my
You're going
work.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for
yeah.
you. Well, you're so
Yeah.
multi-talented, multifaceted.
Yeah.
That's you know how to plan your
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So now of all of them, of all these talents that you exhibit, which one really fulfills you at this point? Which one do you find fulfillment and that you find joy and peace?
I think I find joy in all of my work. So I get involved in things that I enjoy. I don't just work because I want to make money.
Right.
I don't just work because I want to put food on my table. So by the grace of God, I'm not on the survival level. I'm on the
Thank
thriving level. Yeah.
Mm.
So even if I don't do anything right now, I'm comfortable.
Right.
So I only get involved in things that come from within, things that I
Right.
enjoy, things that I can do without the money.
Okay.
So everything that I do now, I had my grandmother was a seamstress growing up.
Okay.
So I used to sew with her before the age of 10. I had this hand machine that I used to sew and do a lot of things. So it kind of, picked my interest in that area because I grew up with a fashionista.
Yeah.
She had about 15 girls working for her at the time.
Wow.
And I knew how to tack and hem and sew with my hand machine and everything. I was just following her. So I knew that I was going to go into the fashion industry at some point. And I got the idea to start my fashion house while I was doing my NYSC. But I didn't start up at the time. I was just putting down my ideas and I would like to do African ready to wear so that we project our outfits all over the world.
That's what I try to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem with us as Africans wearing English wears Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And on Fridays, we're not asked to dress down with our
you wear your African outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, so dress down. I feel it's insulting. So I wanted to have a fashion house where we can make corporate wears with Adire and Ankara outfits. We could look smart wearing our own fabric. And on Fridays, we dress down with a suit. Excuse me. So that's what I try to do with House of BeeCee. So we do African ready-to-wear outfits that you can wear to work. Work outfits, casual outfits, whatever, just name it. So I started initially, I ran into some problems because where I used to sell, they had a problem with the platform and I had to close shop for a while. Wow. But then I revived it again during the pandemic, 2020. 2020, yes, I started the business again and it's moving. Gradually, we're getting there.
Good for you.
So of all the things that I do, in answering your question, all of them give me joy. I have a passion for selling. I can sell anything.
I think you can. I see you. I hear
can sell
you.
anything. After secondary school, I had to start frying chin, bakery, all those snacks, Nigerian snacks, because I wanted to sell something. I've always sold during my school. As a university student, I was selling. As a classroom teacher, I was selling. I've always sold at every point in my life. So I have a passion for selling. I like to be in my house and I get credit a lot. Something interest. Something. I just like
passive, what they call passive income. I know.
Passive income. Yeah, I like that feel. So selling is a passion for me. So no matter what I sell, it gives me joy that I'm selling. I'm exchanging value for cash. Okay. So my natural talents give me joy. I just came back from set on Friday. I was in a TV series set. I love to act. It's something that like I'm in my element, you know.
Yeah. It's just like me.
That I do. Everything that I do gives me joy. If it doesn't, I won't bother.
Very good. That's a good message.
Another credit alert just entered. I'm seeing it.
Good for you. That's what I call smart sense. Smart moves. All right. So now I know education too is a key aspect in your life as well, and actually, you're doing a lot, going for graduate degree in that. So I noticed that a lot of our problems in Nigeria, especially, in Africa as a whole, is lack of education. I'm missing you.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, there's lack of education, and so I can understand why you would choose that as something that you'll consider strongly. How do you think education can take us 10 steps further instead of 10 steps back, like we're doing now? And I noticed a lot of our problems are stemming out from the lack of proper education. I don't know.
Quality education.
Quality.
So we have education in Africa. I think we've evolved to a point where we have schools. There are schools everywhere. As a matter of fact, every 1 kilometer, every 2 kilometers in the cities, you have schools. Wow. Mushroom schools, big schools. Yes, there are schools everywhere. There are schools everywhere. So when you have that, the thing is, you would think that because we have schools everywhere, that the quality of our education would have improved beyond what it is now.
You're right.
But what I realized is there is no emphasis on the quality of teachers and the content that is given. We're still on the basics of learning to read and write across. And we haven't evolved to that point where we emphasize innovation and creativity. And this is going to come from, emphasizing critical thinking, even from primary school, nursery. Analytical thinking. So what we do in some parts of Africa and Nigeria is memorization, which is, according to Maslow, it's like the lowest level of
exactly
memorization. So you read it, you give it to the lecturer the way they have given it to you.
Pour it out.
You come out of school, and you can't apply to real life situations.
Yes.
You can't solve problems at a go on your feet. You can't think.
Yes.
You see graduates write letters and you are wondering, like, whoa, did this person even go to school?
I know.
Because we have not, taken our time to understand what makes the Western world tick when it comes to education.
Correct.
And so that's one of the things that I'm trying to change. So we have a few schools that use international curriculums, a few schools that understand that the children need to be able to
analyze,
and be responsible for their own learning. So,
but
those schools are very expensive. They run into millions. They are not readily accessible to the poor,
average person.
Low average person. So why I decided to get into this was to bridge the gap between the poor and the rich, because the truth is we're all going to meet in the same society. So even if I can afford to send my children to the very high schools, what about the other people they are going to meet in the society?
Right.
So what I decided to do was because I started my working career as a classroom teacher in one of the best schools in West Africa, and I understood what they were doing.
What school was that?
Green Spring School.
Oh, in Lagos?
Yes.
Okay.
In Lagos.
Okay.
Yes. If you go online, for the best schools in West Africa, it's like number one.
Wow. Wow.
They are not
is it an elementary school? Is it a primary school?
Nursery, elementary, and secondary.
Wow.
Secondary.
Wow.
Yeah. So I worked there as a classroom teacher for 5 years, and I saw the difference in the quality of education, in the quality of schools. Most of the things that I know how to do today, I was groomed there as a worker, as a classroom teacher, because we were trained regularly on the 21st century teaching methods.
Very good.
So when I left and I saw the difference, I saw the gap, I saw the need, I decided to set up Nurturing the Nurturer, which is my teacher training program, to help schools that cannot ordinarily train their teachers regularly on those methods, to help train them, to help bridge the gap. The little I can do.
Yes.
I hope that I would have collaborations as time goes on with big multinationals to make it very big and very wide.
Good. Very good. Yeah. Very good. And I noticed another thing again about education and learning. You know, here in the States, even though you might be the expert or whatever, there's constant retraining, constant relearning.
Yes, constant.
Yes. You never stop learning.
We were trained like every week as classroom teachers, every week.
You see?
On different methodologies, different pedagogy, every week. So we're constantly updated.
Yes.
As new terms are coming up, we're getting abreast of it. You need to see the quality of children. I remember the first time I went into class to do my teaching practice, and I did it in I think primary 5. And then I was observing a teacher, and they asked the children to do some collaborative learning and presentations. When I heard these children, what they were able to come up with, I was amazed. I was moved to tears.
Wow.
I was moved to tears.
Wow.
And I told myself, imagine if I had this sort of background, with the sort of talent that I have.
I know.
The kind of brain that
you'll be out of this world. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
God, my goodness.
And that's why you see because we have the natural talent, we have the natural intelligence. Us Nigerians,
we do.
That's why wherever they go in the world,
Nigerians are
number
very
one.
Intelligent.
Yes.
Yes.
They're always number one.
What happens when we are here?
See?
So the difference is when you go to a civilized place where the systems are there, the methodologies are there, we fly, we excel.
Yes.
And the excelling is not just the very bright students. So our educational system can cater for the very bright students.
Right.
So they are able to excel anyhow you
anywhere in the world.
They will bring it. But what about the children that are talented, that are multi-talented, that need a special attention for classwork? They are the ones that suffer. I was one of those children in secondary school. Nobody knew me as intelligent because my head wasn't
Look
there.
at you today.
Yeah.
Exactly. They'll be amazed. They'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
So So I mean, it's a key thing. And you know what? I don't understand that we have leaders or commissioners or permsecs or whoever for education, and they do not grasp onto these kind of grassroots, or I would say elementary, rudimentary skills, so that we can grow and thrive. Because you catch them when they're young, they can do anything when they're older.
Yeah. So the truth about our leadership is the fact that they are not interested because their children do not school here. They know what is missing, they know what is lacking, but because they have options to send their children abroad for the best of schools, and when they come back, they take the best of jobs. They don't care about the rest of the citizens. It's survival of the fittest.
That is so
They know
wrong.
what to do.
That is so
They know
wrong.
what to do.
I hope we can correct that. I really do. I really do. And people like you, and I'll collaborate. I'll help in any way I can to make sure that to ensure that this is fostered, because education is key, and that's why we have so many problems today. Because when you're not educated, you take things so literal, so so mindlessly. Because I don't know why you would celebrate an empty vessel as opposed to someone who's intelligent, bringing some value to life. Everyone's life, not just their life,
Sure.
So anyway, it's a long story. It's not a day's on hours discussion.
No, it's not.
Now, as a life coach also, because I know you do that. And especially for our young ladies today, how can you, just in one or two sentences, because I know with lack of time, how would you empower them to be more of themselves, to be who they are, instead of trying to be what they're not, or trying to be the next person? Because I've always told people, and that's me, I've always been myself, right from Nigeria. When I was born, growing up there, everyone knew that I was one who spoke up for themselves and always wanted to be who I was. I never wanted to be Miss A or Miss B, because I prided myself in myself. So how could you, as a life coach, empower ladies to be more self-conscious and Respectfully.
aware.
Yeah, aware. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, you need to first of all know who you are.
That's true.
And sometimes when people come to me and they tell me they want to do this, they want to do that, they're interested in this, I take them through a journey of first of all clarifying who they are.
Yes.
Understanding who they are, understanding their strengths and their weaknesses, and then we can find what would amplify their strengths.
Right.
It's not everything everybody can do. And so if you do not understand who you are, you will be trying to be like this person. Anything that passes, you want to be like, you want to do because you don't know who you are. And a lot of young people fall into that category, especially in a climb where everybody's trying to survive. Everybody's trying to blow. That's the word we use here. Everybody wants to hammer, everybody wants to blow. So you keep jumping from place to place because you want to get there. But there's nothing as beautiful as authenticity.
Yes.
Your market will find you.
Yes.
I remember the first time I got on the show, I didn't have a lot of fans because they felt I was too rags. I naturally
You're passionate. You're passionate.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you. When I'm passionate about something, yes. Go ahead.
It shows. I naturally have an assertive voice.
Right.
And I am confident. You can't put me down.
No.
And so people naturally don't like it when you come off as confident.
That's true.
They want you, when you come as, oh, I'm struggling, here I am, save me.
No.
You have a lot of fans.
No.
But when you come to say that this is me, you either accept me or leave it. You get into trouble because a lot of people they can't stand your guts. And it's not about you, it's about them, because they haven't given themselves the permission to live.
Yes.
The permission to be themselves.
I love that.
So
permission to live. I love that.
Yes. So when they see other people who are living the way they want to live, they are bound to hate you. So I tell people when they come to me that you need to find who you are. Don't pay attention to the noise around you.
Yes.
Find who you are and the world will come around. Your market will find you. They will locate you.
Yes.
So today on the show, I'm still the same way that I am. And I have fans now who understand me, who like me, who want to be like me, because I maintain being myself. So if I wake up in the morning without my makeup on and you give me a microphone, I'm still going to sound this way. This is exactly how I sound on TV. This is who I am.
Yes.
I can't change it.
Yes.
You know, okay, here now I'm trying to speak the way you're speaking a little bit.
No,
but on the show,
that's you.
But on the show, I give it to them the way I am, and that's exactly who I am. So if you can find who you are and fall in love with who you are, give the world time.
Too true.
Fall in love with you.
Too true. I love you. That's so true. Yeah. And you know, it's really genuine too, because eventually at the end of the day, whoever will love you, and those are that you really need in your life, not the others. The others are like sound, like I said, make noise.
Noise.
Now, in relationships too, because we're talking about relationships, and it's a biggie, not just in Nigeria, because I listen to your show every day. In fact, I tell you on my way home, I have you on my my player. You know, I'm listening, and I'm saying, and I hear BeeCee say something. I say, oh yeah, that goes my girl. Or I hear Neimat say something. I say, oh, there goes my girl. And I mean, you all blend so well, actually. And I don't know how you came to choose yourselves. But whoever did that job.
It was Mariah. Mariah did the choosing.
She's awesome. I hope I can get her on my show one of these days.
Yes. She has the eye for the eye for talent,
And you know what? I saw someone saying something derogatory about her the other day, and I was so upset because people sit down there and talk about people, but they don't know what you're going through
without understanding who they are.
Yes. You know, like
she is a sweet soul.
She sure looks it.
She's a sweet soul.
Yeah. So, what do you think is a deal breaker in relationships today? What do you think so? Especially romantic relationships.
Well, I think people define their deal breakers because we have different personalities, we are different people, different things excite us, different things make us mad. We can't all have the same deal breakers. So depending on your relationship and who you are involved with, you have your own deal breakers. And sometimes the deal breakers evolve, you know, as you grow older, you're
things change.
A bit more open-minded.
Right.
You're seeing life from different angles. You're realizing that some deal breakers, you throw them away. Some new ones, you pick them up. So it's fluid. It changes. It doesn't, it's not static.
Right.
So I wouldn't say this is, you know, this should be the deal breakers, because I'm not in your shoe. I don't know what you like. I don't know your background. I don't know what you enjoy. But people have their different ones. And, you know, growing up, I used to feel like if you cheat, it's going to be my deal breaker. Not anymore.
I know, yeah. But you know, but there's certain things. There's certain things. I hear you. It's true, because that's life. That's life. Living life, your things, what's the word I want to use? The right word. Your taste for life change. Yeah. Because I used to be a no-nonsense person too. I would say, you know what? If you just tell me the wrong word, I'll get a divorce. You know, it's over. It's over. But now, you know, you can't do that.
No.
You know, it's not as easy as we. I know. It's not as easy as we claim. Yeah.
We dying.
But I know, I hear you all talk about, you know, women and giving up themselves for their marriages and stuff like that. In fact, the last episode you had was something to do with a lady who what was the game? She was it was the Bill Gates divorce.
Okay, Melinda,
and they're wondering why they would break up after so many years and stuff like that. But you never know. And you know, life. I've seen, that's life. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. But you know, I agree with you that deal breakers will change, and it depends on the person. But I guess there's some things though. There's some that you can never give up, like giving up yourself. I think that's a deal breaker that you have, that is constant. You know, be yourself, and you have to maintain that. You know, why do you think suddenly now this might even flow into or segue into this topic? Why do you think? Is it because of more media coverage? Why are we having such a big rash of sexual abuse to our female ladies? I mean, our female population.
I just think it's because of social media. It's been ongoing. Like growing up, I heard a lot, you know, but because the news wouldn't just fly as fast, there's no medium to, except when you come to the villages, that's when you hear, or you come to the compound, that's why they whisper to you that this person did this. So, but now because of social media, you know, it's a global village.
Right.
At a click, you can understand what's happening in so and so country, so and so state, and all of that. So we hear more now because we have the apps to hear them, to get the news. So it's been ongoing for years. It's just that for now, because we are evolving very fast, we need to start having some very strong conversations, deep conversations with our children that our parents didn't have with us. True. You know, the way they raised us was way different from how we are raising our children now. And deliberate parenting is very key, because this is not the time to just be popping out kids without having plans to emotionally guide them. Right. It's not about dropping money for them to eat at home or sending them to the best schools. You need to be emotionally involved. I have just 3, and I feel like the burden of the world is on my head raising just these 3. Of course. Because I know how emotionally I am, you know, giving to them to ensure that they come out whole. I didn't have the opportunity to get that from my own parents, and I want to be able to give to my children. So it's a lot. It's a lot. If I knew what I know now, I wouldn't have rushed into popping out kids that fast. I would have had one. I wait like 5 years, then I have another one. I wait another 5 years, then I have the last one. Or I would have just stopped at 2.
That's what I did. I had 3 children in 15 years.
You were smart, because you know when you put them out so fast, you haven't finished bonding with this one. Another one is coming. You're ignoring this one, especially if you're someone who can't handle crowd on you at the same time. It's a lot. So we need to have these conversations, and even with young people, we need to have these conversations with them. You need to know what you're getting into. You know, raising kids is not just popping them out and moving on. No, you need to give them the attention that they desire, that they need for them to grow as whole human beings. And we need a bit more empathy. We don't show empathy to people who are abused. We always have a way of, making them feel like they are guilty.
Victims, yeah.
The victims
and
we excuse the perpetrators.
Right.
We excuse the perpetrators.
Right.
We have a culture of silence. We keep quiet. And so those ones go ahead and keep perpetrating because nobody's speaking out and holding them accountable. So a lot of things is change.
I agree with you. Totally. You hit the nail on the head. You're just doing it, and it's true. In our culture, I see what's going on with what they call vivacious or something like that. There's some who are blaming the girl or the mother of the girl. The perpetrator is a guilty party here. Exactly. How can you, treat a child the way you've done and want to get away with murder? I don't understand. I don't even go there because that is too much for me to handle. But anyway, and also I think, you said something about, bonding with our children, letting them know what's wrong and right, letting them be, I saw a clip on social media the other day. They're starting from a very young age, just children like in kindergarten, and they were singing a song saying, I will tell my mommy if you touch me in that. I will tell my daddy if you touch me.
Yes. We saw that.
That is so true because we were not told that. We're all.
If you touch my private part, I will tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. That is so awesome. It's really, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. Now, on a lighter note, I always ask my my guests here on Unveiling Africa, what's your favorite Nigerian food? Because we also open up the world to know about our food. Open up the,
Okay, I love beans and plantain. It's been my favorite of all time. Growing up, I loved beans. I wasn't a rice person. I remember.
That's why you're so tall. That's why you're so tall. All that protein.
Yeah. I wasn't a rice person. In the university, if you see me making rice and stew, that means I'm broke. And I want it to last me for a while, for like a week or two. Yeah. But once I'm buoyant, my dad has sent me the money. I make my beans. I have different ways that I make the beans. I have the fried beans. I have the porridge beans. I have everything beans is just my best food.
Wow,
but because I'm a good cook, I'm an awesome chef, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I forgot that part. Yeah, I heard that.
I explore with food, and I make soups. In the university, I had a mortar. Mortar that I used to pound. I was pounding for my boyfriends at the time. That was how.
You must have been a popular girl. You must have been a popular girl.
I was in the university.
If you cook well, everyone loves you. Girls and boys, all love you.
Especially the guys. They want to come visit because they know they submit their plates on the days I'm making beans. Like BeeCee, I've been to the cook, and they bring my plate. You see a lineup of plates and coolers.
Wow.
The days I'm making beans. But I love Nigerian meals. Nigerian meals are amazing. All the soups from the different states. I learned how to make them and I enjoy them. But beans is still my favorite of all time.
Oh, wow. I've never heard anyone tell me that. So that's You're exceptional. Now, also, I know you've traveled while you were doing your music. You've traveled around Africa, but I always also ask my guests, like, what countries in Africa would you like to visit? Because eventually, my dream for this show, I may not have a lot of followers, I may not be huge, but I have a passion for this. And some of my call them ride and die fans, have always loved me for my authenticity and for keeping at it, doing what I do.
Keeping it real.
I do this besides my 9-to-5 job, and I'm self-funded. I don't have get money from any sources, which I'm trying to change now. But eventually, when I do get that resource, I want to travel the continent of Africa as permissible. Because some of them are in the war. So I would like to take people like you, my guests from past shows, to the countries that they expressed interest in. So for you,
awesome.
What 2 countries, if I asked you today, okay, come BeeCee, we're going traveling this week, or this month, what 2 countries would you like to visit with me in Africa that you've not been
I'd like
to?
I've been to Ghana. I've been to Botswana.
Ooh, it's Botswana.
Yeah. I've been to Botswana. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. I've been to Mauritius.
Oh, I love Mauritius.
Yes, yes, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Yeah. So I would like to visit Kenya. I haven't been to Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which other one would I like to? Maybe. I'll think of the next one, but it's been Kenya in my head.
Okay.
I've been thinking about Kenya.
Why Kenya? Why would you like to go
Okay,
there?
so when I went to Botswana, it was an educational conference.
Okay.
I was one of the delegates that represented Nigeria.
Okay.
And I met a lot of Kenyan friends.
Okay.
And I love the way they talked about their country.
Yes.
Yeah,
they're fun
nice
people.
Yeah, they talked about their country and all of that. And I was like, okay, next time I'm coming to
Kenya,
any other place here, I would come to Kenya. Let me see how the place is.
Wow, good for you. Good for you. So also, with our upcoming musicians, you know, we have so many wonderful ones now, representatives all over the world. Because of them, Nigeria is on the map here in America. Everybody wants to be Nigerian if they could, you know. So who are your favorite artists these days?
Burna Boy.
Oh, you like Burna Boy?
Wizkid.
Okay,
I love Burna Boy. I love Wizkid. I love Tiwa Savage.
Oh, I love it too. Oh yes,
yeah,
she is one of my favorite girls.
I love, there's this other girl that does this African, what's her name? Why am I? Yemi Alade.
Oh yes, she's awesome. Yes, she's very creative. Very.
I love. So I picked two guys, two ladies.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, and also, I know you don't sing anymore. I was going to ask you, who would you have loved to collab with if you had the opportunity?
I don't sing anymore.
Yeah, okay.
I don't sing anymore. But I would have loved to do something with Tiwa Savage. Okay. I love her style. Yeah.
Yes. Now, legacy. I know we leave this world and we want to leave on a good note. We want to leave something behind that will be remembered by for eternity, you know, and the people come behind us, you know, will want to appreciate and respect us for. What is your legacy? What do you think, you know, you would like to be remembered for or by?
Okay, personally, I don't care what I would be remembered for or by, because when I'm out, I'm out. Not here. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know
too much.
I'm more focused on the impact that I make while I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on the impression that I give when you come. No, so I don't care about what you see and what you say from the outside, because you don't know me. So if you want to judge me based on the sort of personality you see on TV, like I look like I'm overbearing and all of that, you're lost. Because I know that I'm a good person. And when people come around me, they become better than they are. That's my goal here. So I'm more concerned about those people who finally get to meet me and want to work with me and come close to me, on the impact that I make in their lives, on the positivity that I give to them, on, you know, how their lives have changed because they met a BeeCee. That's what I'm concerned about. When I go, I don't care if you remember me or not. I don't even want you to remember me. I want you to focus on your own life and be the best that you can be. I don't care about any legacy. I just want to live.
That's interesting, though. You've answered it. You've been the only one who've answered this question in your own way. So I mean, you're authentic, you. Yeah, that's authentic you. And I thank you for that, because I'm glad I spoke with you, and I'm glad I did this, because also, you know, people have perceptions of who people are from what they see, you know, and
from a distance.
From a distance. But when you get to know them, and that's one of the reasons why I did this, and I called the show Unveiling Africa, because I was here for a while, and people never really understood the Africans, or the, you know, people from outside of America who come here to study or to do, you know, to live. And so I said, if you go back to my show, the very first show I did, I said, I do this because I want to let my next door neighbor know who I am, you know, so that if once you understand who people are, then the world's an easier place to deal with, because now you know who they are. You know, they're not strangers anymore. We all bleed the same way. We all cry the same way. We all wish for the same things. So, it's very important for us to know each other. And that's why I created Unveiling Africa. And I'm glad that you were part of the movement. I call it a movement, for lack of a better word. And I'm
passionate about Africa too. So
yeah, cool. Me too. Even though I'm here and people say, oh, well, you guys ran away and all. I know. First of all, I was born in England. So I went back home to study. And my daddy gave me a challenge, and I passed the challenge, and that's how I got back here. And then life happened. I met my husband, and I had children. And then, even right now as I speak, my husband spends more time in Africa, in Nigeria, than here.
Than you do.
Yeah. So eventually, hopefully, when I retire, I'll be more, in tune with my African lineage, and I'll be more at home, with my people. But again, I wonder about the security, and I didn't want to talk about that because it's a negative.
We're getting there.
I just hope
let's just be hopeful.
Yeah.
Let's just be hopeful. Right. And we pray that the people in diaspora would not feel what is happening. Yeah. They do not understand what we are going through. I know that they are concerned. Most of them are concerned, but
we're very concerned.
You need to be here. You need to be here to really understand what's happening. And sometimes, if you don't understand the issues, the situation, the way it is, you may be passing comments that may feel it's a very dicey situation, and everybody's trying to do the best that they can do. Yeah. I think the only thing the people in diaspora should be doing is to be asking the federal government to, do the work that they are called there to do. Right. But don't advise us to go a separate way or do this or do that. I do not know who's promoting that. That is a no-no. Yeah. And like someone said, if you didn't live through the civil war in Nigeria, or if you lived through it, you won't understand. You will never understand. Because I lived through it. I was a little girl then, and I had to walk 10 miles or 20 miles to get from one point to another. With guns, shots all over my head and everything. Wow. So I have lived through war. I know what it is, and I will never promote that. Never. And we're better off together than apart. We're better off together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to learn to live with one another. If that's the last thing I said today, that's the last. That's the one thing that we have to learn to do. Live with one another. We are one Nigeria, and one Nigeria we will be forever.
Yeah.
Those naysayers and horrible people who want to divide us or pull us apart can go to the moon, because that's where they belong. Out of this world.
The moon.
Well, thank you so much, BeeCee. We've come to I hate to end this conversation because I was having so much fun.
But we have to
go, and I have to go. Yeah. So, but thank you so much for a wonderful time, and we'll keep in touch. Please keep in touch, and I promise I'd like to work with you. From here and when I come back home, and hope that I wish you good luck on your endeavors.
Thank you.
A very successful career, and continue doing the great jobs you all do. I love you all on The View, and I hope you continue to bring out the best of Nigeria for us, and keep up with the passionate stories that you bring up for us too.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot from your show, and I thank Mariah for hosted and spearheaded this wonderful initiative. So thank you. And as always,
thank you.
Yes, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I had fun.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Have a nice time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching our shows. We aim to please and bring the very best of Africa to you, and we hope that you will continue to enjoy our programs. Reach out to us on our social media handles, Chris Unveiling A for Instagram, Unveiling Africa YouTube. Please subscribe, so we can bring you more shows, and tell us what you want to see on our shows, because of you, we are. And we thank you always for letting us into your homes. Thank you. Chris Unveiling A on Instagram, and also reach me on my Facebook, Unveiling Africa. Thank you. I'm your host, again, Kristen Daka McCary.